Guys are excited. It doesn't feel like we lost four straight. They've all been really close games. I think guys are encouraged by that. But no, I think the vibe's high. I think guys are excited to be here at work and excited to play a very good Packers team this week.
How do you kind of keep the vibes high? Is it just because it's not like you guys are getting blown out? It's that every game is right there in the last minute?
Yeah, I think just continuing to put in the work every week and prepare every week the same way. And we're really close. We just got to find a way to finish those games and come out on top.
Trey, what did you notice differently from the offense with Jacoby in there? Was there anything different?
I didn't really notice a huge difference. I thought Jacoby played really well, kept us calm, cool, collected. He did a great job of spreading the ball around. But no, I didn't feel any difference from anybody back there at quarterback.
How tough is it to see the tight end injuries impacting you guys right now?
Yeah, it's hard. Obviously Tip was a great player for us, and then, Trav gets the opportunity and just a weird deal at that first play of the game. But like I said after the game, I was really proud of the way the offense of the team, rallied around that. The whole game plan changed. Beach stepped up. We did a lot of tight end stuff. Elijah playing, different roles than what he was doing, playing maybe a little more than he was expected to, but I didn't feel a huge drop-off, and I thought the team did a great job of responding, even though, a few guys went down.
It's a testament to Beach to be able to step into that type of role, isn't it?
Yeah, Beach is a smart player, a guy who's played for a long time, so just kind of a guy we can plug and play, and I think that was huge for us to have him on our team on that, just to be able to plug in and be able to still make plays when we needed him to.
Are you pushing for him to get a pass in a game?
yeah, just not too many of them, man, because I want a few. But no, Beach is great. I always love when he can leak out on a pass or something, but I just don't know how good his hands are, so we'll see how that is. Yeah.
Rep it in practice.
Yeah, no doubt.
What was the most impressive part of Jacoby coming in and kind of doing what he did?
I think just the way he handled the huddle, the way he came in there and knew exactly what to do. He's a pro. He's a guy who's been in this league for a long time, played a ton of games, and felt very confident with him back there. And I'm excited to see, him continue to be a better player.
Trey, where did the Zach Ertz name play?
I don't know. I think it just popped up there in the just one of the guys put it up there. I don't know. It's been up there for a few while, so just part of the locker room. Yeah.
It seemed like you were getting a lot of attention from their defense on Sunday, but you were still able to find success. What were you able to do to kind of navigate their defense?
Yeah, it was different. They played me a little different than I was expecting, but it was kind of fun just trying to make guys miss, do a little bit different at the top of the route, try to get them to overcorrect one way and go the other way. But they tried to take me away, and I just opened up a lot of things for the other receivers, and kind of makes it a little more fun and more rewardable when you catch the ball and they're trying to take you away.
Trey, there's been this group of fans overseas that keep making videos, shouting you out. Have you seen them? They want to have a drink with you when they.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. They're German guys coming to a few games in November, so hopefully we can find a time to get together and make that drink happen, because I've been getting blown up on social media every day about having a drink with those guys. So we got to make it happen when they come to Arizona.
I know you can't do that with every fan, but is it cool that people want to sit out?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool just to have the support from across the country or across the pond, whatever you want to say. But those guys are great. They're loyal Cardinals fans, and all the way out in Germany. So it's pretty cool to see that.
Said that you felt like you didn't play as well in the second half as you did in the first half. Overall this season, do you feel like you've been more effective in the first half than the second half, or was that just a one-off?
That was more of a one-off. I think that was also because it was Thursday night. Usually, I'm pretty. I try to be. That's part of the rotation and the plan for me is to rotate a lot early so that I can still be available and effective in the fourth quarter. And so, I definitely feel like, fourth quarter I'm still, a beast out there. I can still take over a ball game, but it is something, what you can do and doing it is two different things, and you got to do it, consistently. Otherwise, it doesn't matter.
Is there a difference between losing four straight one-score games in the final minute if you were getting blown out in four straight games?
I mean, technically, no. 4 losses is 4 losses. I think that we have to continue to develop our mental toughness and figure out how to win those tough ball games, those close ball games when it matters. Now we're kind of at a crossroads, right? If we use this as a stepping stone for us to get better, and we figure out how to close out those close games and win those close games, I think it'll pay off for us in the long run, and it'll make us a better team, which is what I'm expecting to happen. But it is hard when you lose 4 in a row. Guys, emotionally you're just like, man, like, what is going on? Like, what kind of team are we? Are we, can we win ball games? And you have to remind yourself, like, yes, we can. We have to get back to the things that matter, that lead to wins, and we got to just do it as hard as we can go for 60 minutes or even more if we need to. It's just being dependable, being trustworthy, and go out there and playing good ball.
I guess that's the question. I feel like it's easier mentally when you feel like you're so close.
Yeah, I mean, football does have a lot of, there's a lot of momentum that comes into the game, and when you're getting blown out, I mean, that's all bad, but it also creates a little more desperation. When you're playing these close games and losing, it's like, okay, like there's some good ball being played. You can look at the tape, there's a lot of good ball being played, just not consistent enough. And enough bad that's caused us to lose ball games. And so we have to figure out how to keep the good and get rid of the bad and just continue to improve. But, we know what we're capable of, right? You look at the tape, you see, a lot of good ball being played, and we have to be able to put it together for a full ball game. So again, maybe you could say from an emotional standpoint, we know, that we're in every ball game. We could easily have won every ball game if 1 or 2 players were different.
What do you see out of this Green Bay offense?
Talent all over the place. We have a scouting report that comes out, and there's usually like they have a hierarchy of ranking players. Or a scout report when you look at the depth chart, and this one had a lot more of those really elite rankings from the scouting department, which is kind of interesting. But it's just like, wow, everybody, O-line, running back, receivers, quarterback, tight end, like everybody's really good players. And so, this is going to be a tough matchup, but it's also a game that we need. So, we have to be real good. I think this team, it stems from the run game. And if I'm them, and I see that we gave up 150 yards rushing last week, they're going to come in here and try to run the ball. And that's something that, if we want to win this game, we can't let them run the ball. That's got to be, the number one focus. And, I know some guys, I don't want to talk about it. Just let me get to Sunday and let me show you what I can do. But at the end of the day, it's a challenge. Like, this is the biggest challenge we're going to have all year, stopping this run game and trying to make it one-dimensional. And for us to win this game, we have to do that.
You've been around here, too, for a long time. There's a lot of Packer fans in town.
Yeah.
There'll be a ton there Sunday cheering on the Greeting Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks, but at the same time, it is what it is. We had to handle it. On the offense, it's going to affect them more than it does on defense, because, they got to be able to handle the noise. When you're at home, you don't expect to have to handle noise, so that's the adjustment for them. But for us on defense, it doesn't really change anything for us, so it is what it is.
What do you guys need to do better in the run game than you did this past week?
Yeah, just being disciplined with our techniques, for a full 60 minutes. It's so funny because we have, everybody's kind of like, 7 at 8, but that one was one that, hit for 15, 20 yards or 30 yards or whatever it may be, or, just adds up. It's just like we got to be consistent, but a lot of it is just shedding our blocks, understanding what blocks we're going to get, in certain situations, and, being able to play aggressive to those. This team does a really good job of mixing it up, so it's going to be a challenge, but I think we have a good game plan. I really like our game plan. So, we'll see how it goes when it goes out there. But, biggest thing is just, being able to shed blocks and let these they're very explosive O-line. They own line of scrimmages. They knock people off the ball. And so it's, we got to be big at the point of attack and real physical and trying to do line of scrimmage, shedding blocks and trying to get that running back. Josh Jacobs is, superstar, and we have to get him to stop his feet, and shut him down before he gets.
How tough is it with all the injuries going on right now on this team?
Yeah, it's hard, when we have to have guys that are going down that are huge in our offense. But at the same time, I think we're excited that, that we have guys that are able to step up and to be able to do the role the right way.
What is the sense of urgency like for this week?
Yeah, I mean, this week we're on it. We have an opponent that we respect. That's about to come here. So the intensity that we have this week is at an all-time high. But again, we're just trying to take it day by day. Try to have the best day today we can, and then we'll handle tomorrow when tomorrow comes.
Are the losses wearing on you guys? Is it tough?
No. The losses are not starting to wear on us because we have to have the ability to sustain. The season's long, and we have to sustain. So having it start to wear on you, especially this early in the season, that's not going to help you in the long run. Again, we have to have the durability to be able to bounce back, to attack this week as a whole new week. And in fact, that's the mentality of this team, not allowing the losses to hold us back, from the potential that we can continue to reach.
Do you get excited when you get the opportunity to go up against a Michael Parsons type player?
Oh, I do. I mean, that's the beauty of the NFL. You have amazing rushers each and every week, and he's a highly respected guy. So the chance to go against him here is one I look forward to.
This is the #1 rushing defense in the league right now. How do you attack? What are you seeing on film from these guys?
I think we just got to run the ball, and we got to do our thing, Again, like I said, we respect our defense a lot, but at the same time, I mean, it's about just the toughness down there. When you're down with your hand in the ground, you're not thinking about the stats, what they did the week before. It's about what am I about to do right now. So we'll make sure we handle that on Sunday.
How was it having Will out there for the full game last week?
Oh, it was awesome that Will was able to step up and he was able to fulfill that role and he was able to play the whole game. I think that's tremendous considering how fast he was able to recover from injury.
And what do you think about Jacoby's running the show last week?
Oh, I think he did great. I think it's awesome that Jacoby was able to step up and he was able to do an awesome job and be a great leader in the huddle.
There's a lot of Packers fans here. It's kind of like playing the Bears at home. There'll be a ton of green and gold in the stadium. How tough is that when you have a home game and you see so many fans cheering for the team?
Yeah, again, that's something I wasn't used to until I came here, but at the same time, I love to go on silent cadence, so it works perfect for me either way. Home or away, it's the same intensity, and honestly, I love the away game vibe. I like feeling like the enemy in any stadium I walk into. Which is kind of odd being at home, showing up State Farm, and you still got that enemy vibe. But hey, it still brings the intensity up when you're running out that tunnel. It's the same kind of juice. And against a historic team like that, I mean, that's what we expect, and we know it's going to be loud in there, and those are the fun games that you remember.
I know he hasn't really done anything on the field yet, but they activated Walt Nolan in the 21-day window. From what you learned about him when he was coming out and what you saw him do in the limited time in the offseason, what can the team benefit from getting him back here in a few weeks?
Yeah, I think Walt, one, just as a guy off the field, he's an awesome guy off the field, but on the field, I think we get a guy that brings an edge to the defensive line, especially as a pass rusher. I think fans will be excited to see him back in the fold. For sure, I'm excited for the world to see what he can do, and I look forward to having him back.